said that Tyler Perry was the first person, I think I've got this right, who paid you what you were worth.
Yeah.
That's a huge statement.
You've been doing this for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Nobody expected this just hours ago. Hollywood exploded as Taraji P. Henson broke her silence and jumped headfirst into the most controversial debate in Black entertainment. The actress, known for her bold, unfiltered opinions, just defended Tyler Perry at a press event, and the backlash was instant, brutal, and absolutely relentless. Fans are shocked, the internet is divided, and social media is on fire with accusations, heated threads, and wild conspiracy theories. What did Taraji say that has everyone so upset? And why did she risk her own reputation for one of Hollywood's most polarizing moguls? In a twist that nobody saw coming, emotions ran high and old wounds reopened. Supporters rushed to Taraji's defense, but an even louder wave of critics came for her, questioning her motives, her loyalty, and her place in the industry. Celebrities weighed in, alliances crumbled, and family members even started feuding online. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry himself has been silent, letting Taraji face the firestorm alone. As hashtags trend and fans demand answers, everyone is wondering, was this just a friend standing up for a friend? Or is there something deeper and darker going on behind the scenes? Stay tuned, because this story is about to get uglier than anyone imagined, and nobody is safe from the fallout. The drama started at what was supposed to be a normal press junket, a glossy Hollywood ballroom. Smiling publicists and journalists hoping for a few viral quotes. Taraji P. Henson, fresh off another box office hit, was there to talk about her latest project, but it didn't take long for a reporter to lob the question that had everyone whispering for weeks. Taraji, do you have anything to say about the criticism Tyler Perry's been facing lately? The room went silent, every camera turning toward her. Hungry for something, headline-worthy. Tara. J.I. paused, weighing her words. You could see her trying to decide how much to risk. She took a deep breath and said, Tyler is one of the hardest working people in this business. He's put more Black actors and crew members to work than almost anyone else. People love to tear him down, but where would half of us be if he hadn't opened those doors? Her voice was steady, but her eyes flashed with emotion. The reaction was instant. Some journalists nodded, scribbling notes, but others exchanged knowing glances. This wasn't the answer that would please everyone. One reporter pressed harder. But some say he doesn't pay enough, or that he relies too much on stereotypes. Do you think that's fair? Taraji leaned forward, her voice growing firmer. I've worked with Tyler. I know how much he gives, not just to the actors, but to the community. Nobody's perfect, but people act like he hasn't changed the game for all of us. As soon as the clip hit social media, the storm erupted. Within minutes, Taraji's name was trending alongside Tyler Perry, and the comments came in fast and furious. Fans are shocked and split down the middle. On Twitter, users fired off thousands of hot takes. One tweet read, "So Taraji just threw herself under the bus for Tyler Perry. Wow." Another countered, "Finally, someone speaking up for a Black creative who gets nothing but hate." Emotions ran high.
Tell us about what that realization
It's so crazy because I actually cried, because what I love about Tyler is not only is he an angel, not only is he a genius, not only is he unapologetic as a leader, but he also makes you feel valued and seen and appreciated. And he goes out of his way to do that. And I think about how people pay it forward. And I don't know if anyone paid it forward to him, but he most certainly pays it forward.
High, and the family was left divided, not just among fans, but within Hollywood itself. By evening, the situation had only gotten messier. Celebrity gossip blogs posted dramatic headlines like, "Taraji puts career on the line for Tyler Perry." And is Taraji Henson the only star brave enough to defend Tyler Perry? As the headline spread, famous faces started to weigh in. Gabrielle Union posted a cryptic Instagram story. "Loyalty is everything. But so is truth." Within hours, the post had racked up hundreds of thousands of likes and sparked even more speculation. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry remained silent, refusing to release a statement. Insiders whispered that he was furious behind closed doors, worried that Taraji's defense might drag him deeper into the controversy rather than pulling him out. One close friend told a gossip site, "Tyler never wanted anyone fighting his battles for him. He thinks this just made it worse." That night, Taraji's phone blew up with calls and texts. Some friends offered support. Others warned her too. "Back off," her mother called, voice trembling. "Baby, are you sure you want to get mixed up in all this?" Taraji replied. "Mom, I can't sit by while they drag someone who's done so much for our community. I'm not afraid to speak my truth." But not everyone was so forgiving. A former co-star sent a passive-aggressive message. "Funny how people forget the bad times when they need a favor." A director who'd once worked with both Taraji and Tyler posted a long, messy thread accusing them of protecting each other at the expense of accountability. Fans are shocked as old grudges and new accusations collide online. As the days went on, the backlash intensified. Memes mocked Taraji's defense, while trolls spammed her mentions with snake emojis and calls to do better. Petitions even surfaced, demanding she apologize or step back from the spotlight. Every talk show, every podcast, every gossip channel had an opinion, and nobody could agree on what Taraji should have done. Through it all, Taraji stayed mostly quiet. She posted a single defiant Instagram photo, her standing strong, no caption, no apology. Her supporters flooded the comments with heart emojis and words of encouragement, while her critics doubled down, saying she was enabling bad behavior and defending the indefensible. Meanwhile, rumors began to swirl that other celebrities were picking sides in private group chats, and that an emergency summit of Black Hollywood was being planned behind closed doors. The family was left divided, and the stakes had never been higher, not just for Taraji and Tyler, but for everyone in their orbit. By the end of the week, nobody was sure how things would end. Would Taraji double down or backtrack and apologize? Would Tyler finally break his silence? Or would this controversy just burn hotter, pulling more and more people into its orbit? One thing was clear. This was more than just a disagreement. It was a reckoning. And nobody could predict what would happen next. The morning after Taraji's public defense, Hollywood was still ablaze. Talk shows replayed her speech on a loop, with pundits splitsome calling her a true queen for standing up for her friend, others blasting her for putting her reputation on the line for a man with so many critics. Everywhere Taraji went, she could feel the eyes, the whispers, the expectation that she would either apologize or double down. Even her team felt the heat. Her agent called first thing, voice tense, "Taraji, everyone wants a comment. This is getting bigger than either of you expected." "What's the plan?" Taraji was stubborn. "I said what I meant, not running from it. If they want to talk, let's talk." But the pressure was mounting. A-list stars began to pick sides, some quietly, some very, very loudly. A leaked screenshots showed a heated text exchange between two top Black actresses debating whether Taraji had sold out or shown true loyalty. Emotions ran high as private group chats became war zones, with years of old wounds and jealousy coming to the surface at a private brunch meant to be a break from the chaos. Taraji found herself in the middle of an unexpected confrontation. One former co-star, eyes flashing, leaned across the table. "Girl, you know there's truth in what people are saying. Why defend them? You can't fix everything." Taraji's hand shook as she tried to keep her voice even. "I'm not trying to fix the world, but I know who Tyler is to me. That's all I can speak on." As the conversation heated up, others joined in. "But what about the women who say he underpaid them, or the writers he let go? What about all the progress we lose when you stand up for someone with a track record?" Voices overlapped, fingers pointed. And what started as a brunch turned into a scene straight out of a Tyler Perry script tears. Accusations and old betrayals coming back to life. Fans are shocked as the internet spun every word out of control. Someone posted a video of Taraji leaving the restaurant, visibly upset, captioned, "Even her friends are turning on her." The clip racked up millions of views, and within hours, Taraji Canceled started trending alongside Justice. For Tyler's crew, as if things couldn't get messier, a group of actors who had once been close to Tyler went live, sharing their own stories. One claimed Taraji's only defending him because he made her career. Another voice, trembling with frustration, said, "It hurts when someone you respect acts like our pain doesn't matter." For every supporter, a critic fired back even harder. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry kept his silence, working late nights in his studio and refusing to answer any press calls. Friends said he looked more exhausted than ever, worried that Taraji's words meant as support had instead turned the spotlight back on his old controversies. He appreciates her loyalty. "But he knows this might break her," whispered a producer. He's scared for both of them. The family was left divided, not just in Hollywood, but in Black communities across America. Some elders praised Taraji's sense of loyalty, while others shook their heads, warning that standing by someone in the wrong could pull everyone down. Old family friends called Taraji's mother, worried for her daughter's mental health. "She's stronger than they think," her mom insisted. But even a strong woman gets tired. At home, Taraji finally broke down her phone on silent, her hands shaking, tears streaming down her face as she watched old videos of her and Tyler laughing together at award shows. On set, at family dinners. "Why does it always come to this?" she whispered. "Why does supporting someone mean losing everything else?" But as night fell, a new twist surfaced. An anonymous source leaked screenshots from an alleged private group chat where several powerful producers discussed blacklisting Taraji if she didn't retract her statement. Fans are shocked again, this time at the idea that Hollywood's power players might crush one of their own. Social media split again, some vowing to boycott any network that erases a queen for speaking her truth. As Taraji looked out her window at the flashing paparazzi lights, she realized her next move could change everything, not just for her, but for anyone who ever dared to speak out, stand up, or defend a friend when the world turned ugly. By the third day, the controversy had reached a boiling point. Taraji woke up to hundreds of missed calls, news alerts, and angry messages, not just from strangers, but from colleagues, distant relatives, and even people she hadn't heard from in years. Every headline was a variation of the journalist pressed. But what about the criticism about the pay, the stereotypes, the people who feel betrayed by your defense? Taraji nodded. "I hear the pain. I really do. I've been underpaid. I've played roles that made me uncomfortable. I've spoken up about it before. But we also have to talk about building, not just tearing down. We can hold people accountable and still respect what they've done for the community. That's not contradiction. That's the reality of being Black in Hollywood." For a moment, the set was silent. Then the journalist asked what everyone was thinking. "Are you sorry you spoke up?" Taraji shook her head, tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry people feel hurt. But I'm not sorry for telling my truth. If we're gonna move forward, we have to stop acting like one person can be all good or all bad. I'm not perfect, and neither is Tyler. But we both want the same thing, for more doors to open for us all." As the interview aired, social media went wild. Fans are shocked. Some moved to tears. Others still angry, but grudgingly respectful. The hashtag #IST and with TARAJ I shot to the top of trending lists, even as hashtag Hold Hollywood Accountable stayed close behind. Other celebrities finally weighed in, some with support, some with carefully worded statements about ongoing conversations in the industry. The drama spilled offline too. A planned protest against Taraji outside her next event fizzled, replaced by fans holding up signs that read, "Thank you for speaking your truth." Meanwhile, Tyler Perry finally released a statement. "Taraji is my friend. I don't expect her to defend my every action, but I'm grateful for her honesty and her courage. It's time for all of us to have these hard conversations and to do it with respect. For the first time in days, it felt like the temperature had dropped. Some wounds remained, but others began to heal. As the interview ended, Taraji stood up, hugged the journalist, and walked off set with her head held high. The family was still divided, but the world had seen a different kind of strength, one that didn't come from choosing sides, but from refusing to let go of your truth. And so, the dust began to settle. Hollywood would remember this moment not just for the controversy, but for the courage it took to face the world and say, "I'm still here." The next morning, Taraji posted a simple message. "Real ones don't fold under pressure. We rise." The post went viral, the comments flooded in, and for the first time in a long time, she felt at peace. As the dust settles after Taraji's most courageous week, Hollywood and the internet are still buzzing, divided and deeply moved. Fans are shocked at how one woman's words shook an entire industry and forced people to confront uncomfortable truths about loyalty, power, and progress. The family was left divided, but one thing is clear: Taraji's voice made people talk, cry, argue, and maybe even see things in a new light. So, what do you think? Did Taraji do the right thing by standing up for